Alrighty, kids, good evening. Happy fucking Friday set. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening so far, guys. Tonight we're going to be doing more of the Battlebits. Good. Oh, yeah. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening here. Oh, yeah. We're going to take a look at the Overwatch Director's Take prior, which looks like a bunch of fluff. It might not even be worth covering. Blizzard in general seems to be very vocal, making it seem like their game isn't dead by just talking about stuff, but they don't really talk about really anything. They just talk, which is why it's fluff. So, good. Oh, wow. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on the Reddits, guys. Not the Reddits. Watch directors. This guy. I don't even think I'm going to turn this into a highlight because I'm pretty sure this is just a lot of words. Just words. Not that I'm against words. I type a lot of words, but words generally say something. They have meaning, they have purpose. And when people are writing fluff, you can tell they're writing fluff. It's just words just to say words. So you act like you're saying stuff when you really aren't. Let's get Charles in here. A quick cursory
Google Cloud
glance.
Text-to-speech enabled.
Right.
There is a lot coming to the game in Overwatch 2, Invasion. We've talked about the new story missions, the event mission, our new game mode Flashpoint, the new hero progression system, as well as hero mastery missions, and we'll be talking about our newest support heroes.
One-time, one playthrough, one and done.
There are also a lot of changes coming to our current heroes next season. Nearly half of our heroes are getting
highly linear,
changes.
story-driven on-rails experience for their esports shooter.
They'll all be in the patch notes, but I'll go over some of the larger ones.
Yeah.
But two quick bits first. There was a lesson in the Lifeweaver release where our newest hero was interesting, but just wasn't strong enough on release, and we don't want to repeat
I mean, he does a shitload of healing.
For Overwatch 2, Invasion, our aim is to have our newest hero be exciting and impactful on day one.
That means he's going to be overpowered as shit.
It's not our intent to release a hero that's way overpowered, but we prefer that people play her because she brings value, not just because she's new. We will be watching her very closely, listening to player feedback, and will make early changes if necessary.
So it's a her?
We're making a change to the way we calculate damage against armor. Armor damage reduction is now additive with other sources of damage reduction and respects the current cap of 50%. It used to be multiplicative with damage reduction from abilities, creating situations where certain heroes were much more difficult to damage than intended since they were bypassing the damage reduction cap. This shouldn't be a big change and will mostly affect Ramatra and Orisa.
Yeah, people are bitching about Ramada right now. Orisa, I mean, is good, but people don't really play her. On to balance that, I mean, that was balance.
Okay, on to balance. One of the themes for balance changes this season is
Apparently there's
reacting
gonna be
to
a lot
some
of
of
them.
our recent tuning tweaks. We made several changes to Cassidy's magnetic grenade this season, and going forward,
Oh.
we'll be refining it in to address some of the extremes of the ability.
Not as bad as
Its
it was, but
maximum
it's still
range
kind
will
of
shorten quite a
janky
bit
as
with a
shit.
1.5-second max travel time. Cassidy will also get a health buff and some changes to his damage fall.
He needs a health buff. I thought he's
We're
already
happy
at
with
250.
the power of Torbjorn's turrets following this season's change, but we'd like to increase
Maybe
the
he's
damage
reduced, now
potential
he's
of his
being
primary
increased
fire,
again?
which will be getting a faster fire rate. We're also speeding up his weapon swap so that he's more effective at keeping his turret up. Soldier 76 got quite a buff in Season 5.
So a couple things here is Torbjorn is not a Reaper. They're trying to turn Torbjorn into a Reaper, but that's probably because he's been displaced ever since he was turned into a DPS in Overwatch 1 from a builder, like Symmetra was. He's kind of lost his role, and they're basically just turning him into essentially what Reaper is. And that's unfortunate because he was actually kind of a unique hero as being a builder because there's only so many builders in the game. And now he's being turned back into... he's just being turned into a generic hero, which is a builder. There are so many different types of heroes, guys, in video games. Like, if you just go and take a look at, like, League of Legends, for instance, there's always going to be overlap between classes, between different heroes. But there is... they have distinct heroes, and they're different. Heroes of the Storm even had that. They have distinct and different heroes because you aren't just limited into like a generic, run and gun formula like Soldier 76, the most generic hero from Call of Duty you could ever imagine, right? There's all different sorts of in-betweens, and it seems like the more they try and balance the game, the more they're normalizing and not marginalizing making everything like each other. They're making everything like each other. There's a big word for that. I can't think of it right now. Anyways, they're making everything like each other. It's being whittled down into more and more and more generic heroes that do basically everything every other hero does. They had this problem in World of Warcraft, where they started giving every class, every character, the abilities from other classes and characters, and eventually they just end up with nothing, or they're a very generic clone of each other, and then when you're playing the character, it doesn't actually feel like you're playing anything different. Like with Battlebits, where we talk about characters being... not characters, but weapons being unique and having gun differentiation between the different classes of sniper, shotgun, which doesn't exist, SMG, DMR, assault rifle, LMG, carbine, if you want to go that far, carbine, PDWs, and what's the other one? Can't think of that. And maybe it's just carbine and PDWs. You're whittling things down, like into smaller categories, but each one generally has a uniquely distinct different part to the class that makes it different from the other weapons. When you start generalizing everything and make it all like each other, it basically turns into laser rifles. I've just talked about this for probably close to 6 years at this point, back in the Fortnite, even maybe further back than that. Fortnite's where it became very evident, though. People want laser rifles. They just want every gun to be a laser, and that's it. Because they want to play... Kobox or whatever the fucking clicky game is, where you just shoot a pixel and then you win. And that's it. You just shoot the singular pixel and you win. They don't want mechanics attached to it, because then they actually have to think about what they're doing and not just work on muscle memory, and they become a great player regardless of what's happening in the game. I'm a firm believer in game mechanics, in that there's more than one ways of playing the game, more than one ways of winning, and just because you're playing a mechanical hero, or tactical or mechanical hero, instead of one where you just click a pixel and then you win, like Widowmaker, doesn't necessarily mean that you're not only you're worse, but you don't deserve to actually be rewarded for the kind of gameplay that you're playing. Obviously, the tactical heroes can get really, really... complicated, and they can also become very fun to play for a lot of people that love complicated heroes. I like complicated heroes. And you can't do that if everything is just a laser rifle. The kids it's like a general thing. If you're marketing to the most generic demographic ever, kids love the laser rifle. They just want the laser rifle, as I mentioned, because then you don't need to think. You just do what you've been doing for the last 20 years exactly the same way. And then you're like, oh, this is fun because I'm clicking heads and winning. You know, my number's going up. And you don't actually need to learn or try really to do anything different. I'm not a fan. Like, obviously there should be, like in the case of MOBAs, I call them auto heroes. So basically people that primarily focus on just their auto attack. So just that muscle memory clicking. And I don't think they shouldn't exist. But at the same time, just like I don't use snipers, but I know snipers should exist in, like, for instance, Battlebits. Characters that have technical expertise and complicated abilities and stuff should also exist in the game. It broadens the tapestry, the swath that you're making in your game. It makes characters feel unique and different. Generic laser rifle characters are the most generic characters in the game, and they don't actually lend themselves to good games, in my opinion. They're just there. There's something people can transfer their skills to, and they don't feel completely useless for the time they actually need to learn the game. Heroes of the Storm had a shitload of different types of heroes, still does have a shitload of different types of heroes that play in different ways, but at the end of the day, they still have, like, Vala, which is just your generic Ashe from League of Legends, you know, your generic auto character. They have generic characters, even though some of them are actually much more complicated than auto characters, like, is the thing of Ezos in League of Legends, which was a combination of, like, a spellcaster and an auto character. Ezreal, maybe it's Ezreal. In League of Legends, like, there's different characters. In Overwatch, it seems like they either forgot this, or they're basically just trying to pander to, I guess, the esports enthusiasts, which is just have a laser rifle character, and that's it. And they actually don't know what they want. They just want something that's fun. And they don't know what's fun, they just know what they can do well, and that means fun for them, because people oftentimes associate their KD with how much fun they're having, right? Your KD is how much fun you have, and that's a number. It has nothing to do with your emotional attachment or interest in the game. It has everything to do with your performance and a number that literally just goes up. And in some cases, in some games, for instance, Overwatch, they don't even consider the kill part of it. They don't consider limbs or damage. They only consider deaths. It's gotten even more basic than that, despite Overwatch being a very complicated game. Oftentimes, casters will only talk about deaths, and that's it. And that's fucking weird. But yeah, they've basically, because streamers have gotten to the point where they don't even look at the scoreboard, they just look at deaths. That's kind of tapered down, but when I started streaming Overwatch last fall, that was a big deal. Everyone just talked about deaths. Now it's starting to taper down again, but yeah, it never used to be that way in Overwatch 1, mainly because you couldn't see deaths, but people hyper-focused on deaths, and still sometimes do, despite the amount of damage someone might be doing, despite the amount of limbs, healing that someone has gotten. They don't care. And limbs, by the way, by themselves aren't really useful, because it's not the same thing even as killing blows. Killing blows or kills in most games are you finish the person off. And a limb just means you participated. It's an assist. The assist category, I don't even know what it fucking means in Overwatch. But limbs are basically what assists are in other games, which is you just damaged or helped with the kill. In most games, though, kills are basically you finishing the person off, which is a useful stat in and of itself, because someone has to get the finishing blow in order, and that's a valuable thing. But at the same time, if all you're doing is getting the RNG to get the finishing blow, that doesn't mean anything either. So, like, it can be used with other stats, like damage numbers, but in and of itself isn't really important. But if someone, is getting killing blows, that means they might be, especially a lot, that means they're chasing people down. And when the rest of the team isn't really doing that, or the limbs don't add up either, that means, like, solo kills are a really, really big deal. Or solo finishes, not even kills. Solo finishes are a really big deal, because that person chased someone down that needed to die. Anyways, getting off on tangents here as segues, but I do not like the idea that they make every character like every other character. So now we have Torbjorn becoming a Reaper, and Reaper is very, very generic, and the game doesn't need another Reaper. It could, Torbjorn can overlap, and he's always overlapped with Reaper. His right click's always been kind of funky though, which is his shotgun blast. But that feels like the way that he's going.
This season's change, but we'd like to increase the damage potential of his primary fire, which will be getting a faster fire rate. We're also speeding up his weapon swap so that he's more effective at keeping his turret up. Soldier, 76 got quite a buff in Season 5. We don't think he's oppressive.
He is
but
oppressive.
There's room to lower his damage output.
He's literally a laser rifle.
We'll be reducing the damage on his Helix rocket and slightly increasing the cost of his ULT. Lastly, we're continuing to make changes to Orisa. Her Fortify ability will now grant 125 bonus health, and the start of her damage fall-off will be slightly extended. We wanted to see how much the mid-season changes would bring her up before the
Not
armor
bad.
damage reduction hit, and think she needs a bit more to compensate.
So, Overwatch or Blizzard Overwatch balancing team oftentimes balances based off stats. So, if a character is doing really well or is not played, they'll buff and nerf them based purely on those stats. And that's not necessarily good, because the way the Overwatch community works, especially now as the game's starting to dwindle in terms of the amount of people are playing, they become more and more homogenized. That's the term I was looking for earlier. Homogenized. They become more and more like each other. People will click, and they'll think a hero is OP, and one that needs to be nerfed or is, needs to be buffed based on what casters are saying, based on social media, a consensus on social media. I don't even know if there's a term for this yet, but a lot of people adhere to groupthink, herd mentality, which is they'll think a character is OP simply because their caster told them it's OP and because it got upvotes on Twitter. Regardless of the fact that the character might actually just be perfectly fine. It's just a lot of people don't play her because she's an unpopular character. People just rather play something else, or something else is trending, as is usually the case with Overwatch. And so Orisa, apparently they think they need to buff her again, but she doesn't really need to be buffed. It's just she fell out of favor. Like Zarya, after she got nerfed, people stopped playing her because the casters were saying, oh my god, Zarya is so terrible. She's just worse than she was before. Zarya is still a good character, and occasionally you'll see she's played. She is very, very, very oppressive because a lot of people don't know when to actually shoot her. A lot of people don't know when to actually shoot at the Zarya. And as such, you end up in a case where she just exists and does a lot of damage because no one touches her. And obviously shouldn't always be the case, but that's generally the way the game goes. And people don't really seem to notice it because people are just looking for what's on social media. Anyways, Orisa, I don't think needs to be buffed. The other problem with what Blizzard oftentimes does is when they do something wrong, and they know it's wrong, Blizzard does not like admitting they are wrong. And what they will do is, if character is super strong, they'll nerf the character in another way. Because they know that Soldier became too powerful, and they're like, well, we better dial this back, but they don't want to admit they're wrong. So instead of nerfing his damage, nerfing his spread, which is the things that they increase, like undoing their buff or reducing their buff, they will instead go to a completely unrelated part of the kit, which is his rockets here, and go, oh, let's nerf rockets. Besides the fact that almost no one has problems with rockets, the problem with Soldier right now is the fact he's a laser rifle and has like no spread to him, and he just runs around and just insta-kills shit. Especially putting aside cheating, which seems to be very prevalent in Overwatch, which makes things worse because hit scanner, the easiest characters to cheat at, he just runs around and insta-kills people. Like, even just people that are really good will just insta-kill people regardless, just because he does that much damage. He does a shitload of damage now. And they're like, no, let's nerf rockets. They did the same thing with Sojourn. What Sojourn needed to have changed was have the headshot damage removed from her railgun, and instead they changed her M1. The problem wasn't with her M1 with her normal fire. It was with her railgun, which was an instant shot hit scan ability, but it also has like a width to it, so it's not just like a single point. It has a width to it, so it's easier to hit. So like, instead of reducing the size of the shot, the ability to hit with it, or reduce the headshot damage, or just remove headshot multipliers and still be a railgun, they decided we're going to change M1. And Sojourn, putting aside the fact that this is just kind of not played much, she's still a really good character. It's just people don't play her, especially with her fucking Soldier 76 running around. Just kind of, why would you bother with Sojourn when you have a hit scan, which is much easier to play than Sojourn is? And he got buffed. He didn't need a buff, and he got buffed. Yeah, exactly that. McCree doesn't need to be buffed, and he got buffed too. Very, very weird choices, but it could be intentional. It could be that Blizzard has went viral, I guess you could say, the opposite direction. So they're trying to generate publicity by doing wrong shit. I don't know if this is exactly right, but this is starting to feel this way. So, as with companies and just weird shit, you generate publicity by making infamy, right? You just say the wrong things, and then people will get flustered about it, and then they'll talk about your game, they'll talk about your product, because they know that you're doing something wrong. The problem with this is it's not sustainable, and people they'll just quit, and eventually just quit because you're making the wrong decisions. So I don't know whether or not that's true or not, but they seem to be touching up on hit scan characters that don't need to be touched at all. And like I'd say right now, the problem with the game is time to kill is actually too high. It's too high, and healing is too high. And both those things are one and the same, because healers need to be able to keep up with damage output, and damage output needs to be able to keep up with healing. And healing, I would actually say, is outstrips damage oftentimes. And what that means is we have an escalation, we have a power creep of time to kill and healing, and it kept going up. And now we're at this point basically where you just instantly die, and that's not good. That's not fun. That's not good. And lowering both of them would actually probably be pretty good for the game. Lowering damage across the board as well as healing across the board probably be good, so people are less instantly dead and more possibly people are able to respond. So like slowing down the game a little bit might actually be beneficial, which is kind of weird because from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2, they reduced how fast you get ults, but ults were like the damage. Ults were your ability to change the fight, and instead of making it so buttons change the fight, like gaining an ability, people playing around that ability, and it possibly changing the fight and tipping it, which Overwatch 1 was more like what I was describing. In Overwatch 2, they nerfed ultimates, but then they made characters just stronger, so your just normal damage is just stronger. Which I don't actually think. I think Overwatch 1 was a better way of going about things. It made things more exciting. The moments when people started popping ults is usually when, things change. It still does in Overwatch 2, but in general, when you have like a fucking soldier just running around just insta-giving people, especially with the Mercy heal beam attached, which apparently is being changed, her damage boost is being changed, just running around insta-giving people because he breaks like the time to kill ratio. Yeah, just kind of weird. It's kind of weird, and it takes a lot of the fun out of the game. But yeah, but they don't want to do that once again because that proves that like the time they spend on Overwatch 2, which they didn't mind you. I don't even know what they did between Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2. They said they did a lot of stuff for 4 years, and it doesn't appear that way because in 4 years companies make entirely new games, and they presented a push mode, and we're getting characters. It kind of feels like they literally didn't even do anything in the game for a couple years. They didn't do anything at all. Feels like they didn't pick up development on Overwatch 2 until Overwatch 2 was released, and then they had some characters sitting around. Like there's like a 2-year mark in there, maybe 3 years, where they just didn't do anything with the game. Very, very weird. And now they are again after Overwatch 2 launched, or maybe it's the fact that we're actually keeping them honest. We're keeping them honest with their work, because if we notice stuff's not happening, we quit, right? And instead of them going, oh, stuff's being worked on in the background, despite it not being. Stuff's being worked on in the background. Now you actually, because it's released already, there's no excuse of just, we're saving content for Overwatch 2. They actually have to produce content now, which is kind of funny in and of itself, because that means you never want a company just to kind of lose oversight and just have an excuse for the entire time they're doing stuff. Yeah, that's kind of the way that Overwatch 1 and 2 went. They just went on vacation, it appears, for 4 years. 3 years, maybe.
While we're releasing a new support in Invasion, we're also making quite a few changes to our current support heroes. We're continuing to focus on Lifeweaver. We think he's in a much better state now
He's
than
a very
at his launch,
powerful
but
hero.
we'd like to focus on two aspects
Very
of his
powerful
kit,
healer.
giving his ULT more impact and giving Lifeweaver himself more survivability.
I mean, his ult
Part
does a lot of
Tree
damage.
Life's healing
It's
will
very,
now
very
be converted
powerful.
into overhealth,
Not damage
up to a
healing.
maximum of 100 health per player. He will also get added survivability by converting some of his health to shields and upping the amount of healing done by rejuvenating dash.
There's another way they could look at this. They could give the Tree of Life overall healing. They could give Tree of Life an overall healing, so it has a health pool, which is then used to heal anything around it, and everyone shares the health pool. So like chain heal. So the more people it's healing, the less healing it does. But if it's healing one hero, it'll actually do a lot of healing, or vice versa. It can go the opposite direction, which is kind of the way that it started out. Which is it applies an AoE heal to multiple people. I mean, chain heal, depending on more, you could change how it works. More people around it, the more healing it does, or maybe the less people around it, the more healing it does. There's a lot of different ways of doing it, instead of just literally just, hey, let's just give it a static HPS. There's a lot of game development, guys. There's a lot of different things you can do with game development. A lot of different things, a lot of different ways to tackle the same problem, and you can't always do that if you only look at things in like a one-dimensional perspective, and it does. It's like, hey, look, we got health, increase health, decrease health, increase health, decrease health. And there's like I've said, just like with Heroes of the Storm, with League of Legends, there's a lot of different ways to tackle the same problem, but they're like looking at this in like a one-dimensional way of doing so. And the problem with that is because they're just going to creep. It's just going to be power creep, and there's going to be no mechanics to work around. It's just A does more damage than B. B does more damage than A. You know, it's one of these things where it's a direct correlation between the two because they don't give any mechanics or way for players to express themselves in the game to actually perform better than other players. It's just literally just a straightforward number, and that's not helpful. It doesn't make games fun, and at the same time, it will cause balancing issues later on, or everyone's just going to end up the same, and that's also very boring. Not fun. But that feels like what they're doing. And buffing
We're
heroes,
also making some changes
healers.
to Kiriko's protection Suzu. It will now heal slightly less, but when it cleanses a negative effect, it will do an additional burst of healing. The
'Cause she
slight
needed buffs.
knockback on Suzu is also being
Because she
removed.
fucking needed buffs,
We'd
guys.
like this ability to feel more pointed. We don't want players to feel like they have to hold it, and would like to reward them more for using it situationally.
Yeah, she definitely fucking did not need that. So healers are getting buffed again. Kiriko is a very strong healer already, and she's getting more buffs. Did she really need that? Suzu is already fucking broken as shit because it gives you invulnerability for a second. A second of invulnerability is basically like an ult. It's 0.75 seconds, I believe. It's basically, it cuts out the center area of an ult in which you can actually like kill someone. It neuters it, it removes it from the game, and as such it gives healers time to catch up. And that's putting aside the fact that its ability to cleanse negative effects is very powerful to begin with. So, yeah. I guess they removed the slight knockback. Oh no, because that really hurts a lot of heroes. How many heroes are like melee where you have to get rid of? Even Genji's blade is not real melee. Genji's blade has a really long range. It's like 10 feet or something. You can get hit by that pretty far away, and good Genjis are able to min-max the distance and the range on mechanics like that. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't know why they needed it. So, oh no, they removed the knockback on it. Oh no, and then they buffed it. Like that was a trade-off to someone in Blizzard right now. It's like, let's buff Kiriko even more. Okay. Mercy got a nerf. It's not going to be
We
enough,
are planning
though.
tweaks for several of our other support heroes, but the last one I'll go over here is a reduction in Mercy's damage boost. It won't be a lot. We'll be reducing it from 30% to 25%.
Just to get people to stop bitching.
At this value, we feel that the ability will still feel effective while giving us room to rein in certain damage spikes.
No.
We're aware this is a
5%
contentious
not going
topic
to.
and are doing our best to be receptive to the various community opinions.
Yeah, 5%. Unless it gets over like a one-shot threshold, which I don't think anyone really can anymore. Yeah. No. Maybe that's working around a one-shot threshold. Yeah, nope, that did not fix Mercy. One of the problems with Mercy isn't necessarily just her damage boost, it's the fact she attaches to a character. It's her guardian angel. She attaches to a character, and she can literally fly around and basically untouched. And good Mercies are really, really good. It's not the same thing as a person that fucking heals around a corner with their beam. It's not the beam. It's not the 30% healing and 30% damage boost. Even though that is game-breaking, it's the fact that she can run away when you try to kill her all the time. She can run all the time, and while still buffing whatever is hurting you. So she can run away while people are basically trying to kill you, and you'll die because she can basically run away better than you can kill her, whatever she's healing, or herself. And that's the problem, is the fact that she can just get away all the time. It's not, people say it's the damage boost. It's not. It's the fact you can't kill her. You can't finish off Mercy. She's very, very difficult to kill, and that's without her Q. She's very, very difficult to kill with Guardian Angel, Super Jump. Like, it goes into a completely different threshold, where you have people that are like, hey, Mercy only does 30% healing, and, you know, or whatever HPS is on her heal staff. She does 30% damage boost. Oh my god, that's so ridiculous, because now these characters are super strong. And you can't kill the healer. That's the problem, is you can't kill her. And it goes into a completely different threshold when you have Mercies that are capable of utilizing Super Jump properly and have their controls remapped, which are kind of like a hidden part of the game, to be perfectly honest. It's not the keys, it's rather the ability how she interacts. Her basic ability to interact with characters is actually really shit. And you can change it. You can change it in the settings menu, but you have to go into the character-specific setting menu. And then there's a lot of people I don't even think know super jump exists. His ability to basically fly further with Guardian Angel or pop yourself way up in the air. And even though it has a 2-second cooldown and the cooldown doesn't happen while you're using it, you can still remain in flight and inherit your momentum through spacebar and floating while the super jump is coming back down off cooldown. It is way too short, and it used to be longer, and then they rebuffed her after they nerfed her last time because the heals per second was too strong. I disagree about that. She's harder to kill now and more annoying than she was prior. But yeah, once again, they're just knee-jerk reacting to the community, and they think 5% is going to change anything. It's not. There's a lot of Mercy mains too.
There are a few other notable mentions. Sombra has a few small changes coming next season, but in Season 7, she'll debut her larger rework, complete with a new ability. Ramatra and Doomfist's blocks will now reduce stuck damage.
I don't actually think there's anything wrong with
Sombra.
Sombra.
Bastion's kit to help him feel more fluid and increase the potential for his tactical grenade.
As a segue. So Sombra, I guess, as people have been asking for a rework on her, I don't think she needs a rework. She's actually really strong the way she is. I don't know why they're reworking her. There's other characters that are, I guess, less desirable than her, like Reaper. Reaper works at low MMR where people basically don't pay attention. He can just walk in on your team lines. That doesn't at high MMR, though. Ramada and Doomfist blocks will now reduce stuck damage, which is, I believe, referencing McCree's grenade. Unless he misworded that. McCree's grenade, Tracer's ultimate, which it's an ultimate, and honestly I don't think that necessarily should be the case. It is a damage reduction ability though. And we're making changes to Bastion's kit to help him feel more fluid and increase. I mentioned this before. It was one of these things where I thought he should be able to turn into a turret, which is kind of what they did in Overwatch 2. But he should have been able to turn into a turret for a limited amount of time instead of Overwatch 1 where he's deployed. Maybe they did in Overwatch 1 at the end. But instead of being a turret deployed, he could actually deploy and be in place for a finite amount of time. They basically did that, where he turns into a tank now, but then removed his ability to heal, which he basically needs because he eats so much damage because he's so fat. Tank busters are very, very important, though, because tanks are important. Anyways, very interesting. So the Mercy knee-jerk, I'm pretty sure they didn't actually want to change Mercy, it sounds like, and they're giving 5% because people are bitching about it. I don't think this is going to change anything. It doesn't attack the root of the problem, which is Mercy's ability to survive everything. And she's very difficult to kill at high MMR. Very, very difficult to kill. She's harder to kill than a Genji is. Genjis at least have to use, like, wall climb, but then he's climbing a wall in a straight line. So even though he has a dash, which has an 8-second cooldown, and it's very fast, Mercy is harder to kill than Genji is because she's always flying. Where Genji has to fucking climb a wall. And climbing a wall tends to be very, very predictable as you go straight up in a line. So, yeah, even though it's hard to kill him when he's doing that because it's weird and outside the ordinary and he moves around a lot when he's doing it, it's easier to kill than when Mercy is using her Guardian Angel. So I'd say probably the hardest hero in the game right now to kill is Mercy because she doesn't have any game mechanics that work around it. She has a 2-second cooldown on her game mechanic, and it is incredibly powerful. She flies better than Pharah does at all times. And that's ridiculous. And Echo flies better than Pharah anyways. But anyways, yeah, so I mentioned this before, guys. Like this, I don't know what they're doing. Like I said, it feels like they just lost like 3 years of development time between when they stopped developing for Overwatch 1 and when they released Overwatch 2. It feels like 3 years of time is just missing from there. Like the team didn't exist or something. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. But it feels an awful lot like they were on their own schedule and no one gave a shit. And now they're actually forced to produce work, and they're basically still milking what they had in the 4 years from Overwatch 1, but it honestly isn't even that much. They said it's the biggest content release update ever in Overwatch, and probably is, but how many times do you want to play, like, Star Watch or whatever it was? Yeah, like the shitty PvE mission? How many times do you want to play that? That's basically what this is going to be. The PvE missions are basically going to be the one and done, and it's not going to be the same thing as a Telltale game. One and done. And Telltale games, if you guys don't know what they are, is where you... very, very narrative, story-driven experience. It's like going through a storybook of a video game, and they're pretty good. but there's no replay value in any way, shape, or form. And they tell a really good story really well, but that's it. In this case, they're basically telling a shit story in Overwatch instead of making a competitive first person. People want heroes. They want balancing changes. They want new maps. And they're making something that has limited replayability. It's basically an arcade game mode for Overwatch. And I don't know why they thought that was ever a good idea. They can say, oh, we're just making Titan finally. Yeah, you're not. You are literally attached to an esports shooter. You should go to a different game company if you want to make a different game. I mentioned this before. This is kind of the hard reality. They are employed to make Overwatch 2, not just make random shit that they attach to it. And you go, oh, it's going to be something that adds to the game. Sure it is. And League of Legends does it all the time, right? They introduce new games to their games. But at the end of the day, they have never once sacrificed their base game mode. They never once sacrificed the base game mode for League of Legends. League of Legends has always prioritized their game mode. Fortnite has done the same thing. Fortnite has a boatload of game modes. They have an absolute boatload of game modes. They have a bunch of different features that are added on to Fortnite. When Fortnite took off, they no longer prioritized Save the World. They're like, oh, well, I guess this didn't work. And they put it on a back burner. And they occasionally update it. But Fortnite is what makes and breaks the game. They know it. They know what makes and breaks their game. It is Fortnite in and of itself. And you can't just throw away your base game and then go, oh, I guess we're going to make PvE mode and then expect people to really enjoy your game when that's not why they're playing the game in the first. You aren't playing Overwatch because you want a highly linear, narrative-driven story experience at the expense of the esports shooter that everyone's playing the game for. Very, very, very weird. Yeah. Fucking weird shit, guys. Anyways, we're going to make a highlight of this. We're going to put it up there. I thought there wouldn't be as much content as there was. There's a good amount of talking points in here. Good shit. Less fluff. Actually, things in here, like I said, this is a knee-jerk response to the negativity surrounding Mercy right now. The other weird one is I really hope that this expansion does not have John Cena in it. There is some weird stuff going on Twitter right now, which is they're producing stuff that makes it look like John Cena is going to be in the game, and it could be a meme, but it might also not be a meme. And nothing says desperate gimmick as much as, hey, let's just throw a random guy in real life that's trending in our demographic into the game. And it must have been a knee-jerk response to what's happening in Dead by Daylight, which is they introduced Nicolas Cage, right? Everyone's like, oh my god, Nicolas Cage, wow! Putting aside the fact that it actually matches that game better because they introduce real-life people into their game. And Overwatch is kind of this universe of heroes, and John Cena is not really a hero in our universe, but, I guess that's, yeah, like Dead by Daylight introduces, normal people into their video game. Not real people, but fictitious people, so it actually fit. Overwatch doesn't introduce normal people into their game and they become heroes. This would be basically the first one. They're already heroes. They basically became heroes. So, yeah, I don't really absolutely desperate as shit is what that comes across. Everyone's going, oh my god, John Cena, guys, oh my god, John Cena. Despite the fact that if you add just random like COD characters like Nicki Minaj into your Nicki Minaj into your video game, it makes it look like a joke. And I guess it'll sell skins, it sure will, but it honestly just ruins the atmosphere of your game. And I love John Cena. I watched, what was it? Not Unbreakable. Shit. What was the series he was in? Expendables? No. The John Cena series. It's actually very good. He's a pretty good actor. And I don't think most people could have actually figured that out. Yeah. Anything weird happened today? No. Close your tabs? No. You close your own tabs. As it turns out, you don't need to close your tabs. Ever. Anyways. Yeah. I don't think this is actually... it's kind of weird. And John Cena thing just adds more to it. I really hope not. It might actually be the case. And people are like, oh no, this hero's been in development for years, putting aside the fact he's not. The hero, by the way, could be anyone. The face attached to a hero does not need to be the character's kit, does not need to be how the character plays. You can take Sombra and replace Sombra and all the writing and the list to her pronouns with a guy, and it wouldn't matter. You could replace with John Cena and it literally would not matter because it is just a model. At the end of the day, you can put someone's face on basically anything in a video game. You just swap out the old assets and replace them with new assets, and it's really not any different. It doesn't matter. You know, obviously there's skins that need to be changed, but when you're introducing a hero, they have like 3 skins anyways, so it doesn't matter. It does not fucking matter. Anyways, we're gonna turn this into a highlight, guys. Good podcast section here. Let's see. See my desktop. On my desktop. You like the church? What's wrong with my desktop, Slane? Let's turn this into a highlight. Highlighting is kind of weird on Overwatch. Or on YouTube, excuse me. Let's take a peek here. YouTube Studio. Okay, go live. By the way, after getting through different categories on YouTube, oh my god, my videos get so many more views now. Very nice. Let's see. Go to the video. Not clip. By the way, here. The clip. Studio. Clips only be so long. It can only be so long. Yeah, that can only be 60 seconds. How did I make a highlight earlier? Here. Studio. Make a highlight, guys. Create highlight video. There we go. There we go. You can't do this. The weird thing about this is you can't do this after the video finishes. Like, you'd have to download the clip and re-upload the clip. Copyright claim? No. I mean, everyone does. You have any sort of music, copyright claim is not the same thing as a strike. All of them do. That doesn't mean anything. And if they ever... It's not a strike. If you can't use their content, then you have to trim it out. But that's not actually a big deal, so it doesn't matter. Let's see... Dude, the fucking highlighter on YouTube sucks. Is it playing?
I'll go over some of.
I'm gonna turn this into a highlight because I'm pretty sure. Cursory glance.
Text to speech enable.
Word cursory glance.
Text to speech enable.
Right. I'm gonna turn this into a highlight because I'm pretty sure this is just a lot of words. Just words. Not that I'm against words. I type a lot of words, but words. Is zoom in on this? Guys? Not the Reddits. Guys? This guy. I don't even think I'm going to turn this into a highlight because I'm pretty sure this is just a lot of words. I don't even think I'm going to turn this into a highlight because I'm pretty sure. I want to move the thing, not the needle. This guy. I don't even think I'm going to turn this into
module.
not the Reddits. This guy. I don't even think I'm going to turn this into a highlight because I'm pretty sure this is just a lot of words. Just words. Not that I'm against words. I type putting aside the fact he's wrong, but let's see. You can I really hope not. It might actually be the case, and people are like, "Oh no, this hero's been in development for years." Putting aside the fact he's not. The hero, by the way, could be anyone. The face attached to a hero. This highlighter sucks so much dick. Does not need to be how the character plays. You can take Sombra and replace Sombra and all the writing and like the list to her pronouns with a guy, and it wouldn't matter. You could replace with John Cena, and it literally would not matter because it is just. Like, where's the playhead right now? At the end of the day, you can put someone's face on. Like it's right here, but what's the time on it? You just swap out the old assets and replace them with new assets, and it's really not any different. It doesn't matter. Now, obviously, there's skins that need to be changed, but when you're introducing a hero, they have like 3 skins anyways, so it doesn't matter. It does not fucking matter. Dude. YouTube has a lot to be desired, guys, as far as usability by streamers. Like, if you look, you compare this like the YouTube highlight or the Twitch highlighter is so much easier to use. So you need to be able to move the playhead as well as the timestamps independently of each other. Like, I shouldn't be fighting with the timestamps to move this thing around. And I am. And then you can't play past the playhead either, so you can't add on more time to this. Yeah. Very, very unfortunate. Okay, you can move it here. I guess maybe we can zoom in. Doesn't show you the current timestamp either. Character plays. You can take. It does not fucking matter. I should be able to go past the playhead right now. I can't. Okay. Let's see. A while since I made one. Normally, YouTube is kind of nice. Streaming to multiple platforms is kind of nice because I don't need to actually re-upload to YouTube. Same time, it's not. Videos, patch notes. What's a nice clickbaity title? That's pretty good. Can't edit the time when you do it. It does janky stuff to the playhead when you're doing it. Very difficult. And I think it adjusts other times retroactively when you're doing it. This editor right here, I can't even access this after the stream's done. So after I'm done, I can't make a highlight of a live video. I don't know how to do that. Like the highlight thing is actually just gone. I had to click this button right here to make a highlight. Under my studio, I had to click the highlight button right here, and it's not available anywhere else to do that. Otherwise, I have to clip it, and clips are only a minute long. Like, can I do this from the dashboard even? Nope. You can't. I can edit the details and stuff like it's a video, but I can't actually... can't highlight it. If I go and click on a video that's done, I can go to the editor, but the editor edits the video. It doesn't make a new clip, as far as I know. The editor is all right, but it doesn't make a new clip. But it's weird. I don't know why they just don't give you the editor to do this instead. If you guys don't know what the editor is, like, you can go into a video that's done. You have this guy, which is all right. This is pretty good. But this is for the video. This is for the whole video. I can't make a clip from the video, as far as I know. I don't know how to do that. Where I literally just make... I guess maybe save as new? But I can't access it until it's done streaming. So I guess save as new? But then it also edits it too. So you'd have to save as new and then revert to original. Otherwise it's going to save you as current video. Like, it retroactively saves it as current video. It is interesting. Yeah, like the stuff they got going on here isn't really like stuff you'd want to use while you're live. Let's see. Yeah. Right. Copy this. Go. So now it's making a highlight. Nothing like nothing is quite as good as when you make content, guys, and then finding out that you didn't save it properly and then you have to redo it. My god, look at all the lovely viewers, guys. Look at all the lovely viewers. Oh my god, there's so many people. Don't worry, guys. We're going to be playing video games here in a second. I think I can close this now. I fucking don't know. I guess I'll put it over here for the moment. Pretty sure I can close it. I'm not entirely certain, though. Let me check my, It appear in my content. There it is. Processing will begin shortly. Okay. So it is creating it. Highlights. Done. And you technically can edit it again, but it's like another fucking step that I don't want to do. Ported August 5th, 2023. Finishing touches on over here. Now I gotta redo the tags. For some reason, the tags don't actually... Like, it doesn't use the actual hashes later. You have to use commas instead. Redoing other stuff, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, okay. Okay. Like that. Yeah. Watch 2. We'll be going back to Overwatch 2 after the Battlebits die out, but we still have some time on that, so. Okay. Save. Done. Alrighty. I think we're good to go. Okay. Let's move along, guys. On to the Reddits here. Go from there. Righty. OW Reddits. And a breakdown sticker, we're on the way. Spoilers, John Cena. Fucking Christ. Supports? Yeah, supports are DPS. Good for them. You wouldn't want to be able to kill supports, guys. Fucking Christ. I believe this is Persona. I haven't played. Good. It reads like devs are actually afraid of mercy mains. No shit. Yep. You mean like they're making the change of the community occurrence to the balance? Yep. Which we covered in the highlight video. Basically all stuff we covered in the video I just made. If that was true, Anna would have been removed from the game already. Anna is very hard to play. Very, very, very difficult to play, but she can also die. Mercy can't die. Super hard to play, and can actually die, even though she's very powerful. Livestream hacks John Cena. Okay. Really hope that's not a collab, guys. I really hope he's not in the game. Your balance preview, we just covered that. Mythic, yep. Told you guys, it said, I told you so, I told you so. It was a mythic, not a legendary. Okay. $4.15 instead of $4.20, I told you so. Okay. Animated short. I don't believe this is actually CG. This is just their... someone's channel. What the fuck is this? Airs in game. Well, we aren't going to watch the video of it in game. We'll wait till it actually airs on the website. Oh my god, desperate, guys. This is like all the shit that like with the creator summit that they just did. Desperation. Blizzard 100% oftentimes feels like they're above doing community outreach, and which is why they don't do it. And they decide to do it again right when the game has basically a very, very low reability rate. I don't know what to call that. Confidence rate right now. Like, people aren't really interested in the game. They aren't polling very well in the polls, guys. AMD Reddits. Nothing. DVD Reddits. Why do so many women play Dead by Daylight compared to other games? It's infatuation with killers. It applies to them and they get to play like a little bit of house with them. There's some women that really, really like dangerous guys or just dangerous people in general, and it appeals to them. It's kind of weird how that works, but it's 100% a thing. It's like a fetish. As a woman, it's because there's no voice chat with randoms. Yeah, that's definitely not why. Yeah, very deep. It's because there's no voice chat? No. There's a lot of games without voice chat. Doesn't fucking matter. Good. I know some people get angsty because, oh my god, someone might talk to you because you're a growl. But... no, that's definitely not the innate quality that's drawing them to the game. I'll get down with that. People don't like you figuring them out. And especially women don't like when you figure them out. Especially if you're a guy. It's even worse if you're a guy that figures women out. Because apparently you can't do that as a guy. Only women can figure other women out. You know? People in general do not like when people figure them out, so to speak. They don't want to appear that shallow, or that someone can actually know what's going on in their mind. That's basically psychology in a nutshell. That's what psychology is all about, guys. I received the ability to tell which survivors are partied up. You received the ability to hide prestige in the lobby. Yep. I want to care about prestige if that's the case. People just leave based on grouping. So one of the reasons we covered Dead by Daylight, guys, is because we're probably going to still be going back to it. I might go back to Dead by Daylight instead of Overwatch 2. Overwatch is not doing too well. I'm still playing it off stream. I still play Overwatch off stream. But Overwatch overall is not doing too hot as far as like streaming goes. We might just go back to Dead by Daylight. Still have some time in the Battlebits, though. Ellen Ripley will be the first canon mother in Dead by Daylight. Because Ellen Ripley was a mother in Aliens? I guess she had a baby alien? I don't know if she was a mother outside of having a baby alien. Was. Battlebits. Battlebit Reddits. Vehicle Destruction XP update coming. Good. I just now notice how pretty the skybox is. Yeah, because it's actually realistic. Let it go, Bert. Hey. Doesn't actually show the classes they're playing. Okay. Mars sucks so bad? Yep, because they don't do anything well. Data creator skins watching AFK stream 5.5 days straight for a skin. No shit. So they're doing this on Twitch TV right now. Is they're doing collabs with the Twitch streamers, but a lot of them don't stream all the time. So what they do is they just have basically, it takes forever to actually get their skin in the game, and people just idle in there. Codes. I mean, it makes sense. It's a limited marketplace, and they know the value of what they have. So of course they're going to do it. Oh. Because the developers didn't actually put any sort of criteria on how they should be giving away their skins. You get a chance. I believe it's not even the skin, it's a chance for the skin. Oh, no, it's not a chance. One of the streamers, I think it's Sacriel is doing giveaways, so you have to earn enough points to get a chance at a skin. It's 50,000 points. Just straight 50,000 points, not even a raffle. Yeah. They aren't even there, like, most of the time, like, most of the top streamers on Twitch for Battlebit, like, there's just no even there. They're just idle streams. Which, I don't actually think helps the game. Yeah, if I made a creator skin, guys, for Battlebit, I 100% would make it just a fucking unicorn piss storm. I mentioned this back when I was playing PlanetSide 2. Kids love unicorn piss. It doesn't make sense in any way, shape, or form. They just love things that look obnoxious as shit. As obnoxious as humanly possible, you can make a gun, they'll love it. The kids love that shit. Yeah, that's like immediate clickbait. Okay, let's move along, guys. On to the Battlebits. We need to play the Gamazes here. Oh, no, not. That might fuck something up because the game's launching. Yep. Well, I might need to relaunch the game. I'm gonna start it. Not quite sure what happens when you change your sound device while the game's launching, but, you know, I guess we'll just find out just now, so. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna watch my coffee cup out, guys. Grab a soda. I will be right back. Okay. Ready. Let's see. Kind of games we got going on tonight. You think we're gonna win with the first pick? It is the weekend. Find out. Nighttime missions we didn't play. We got. We're using MP5. Let's go back to MP7. We've been changing around our guns as it seems to be the stealth nerfing stuff. And nighttime map. Next map. Game? Huh. $42. Oh my god. What? What? What did I get shot from? I haven't hear, like I don't see anyone that launched a missile. I didn't hear a missile either. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Any bullets? We're just gonna get sniped out here. Back. Ah, sniper. That's what she said. There's a guy looking at me through the wall. Now we're losing C. Tank? Our tank? Yeah. Think we're gonna have another night of nowheres? Uh-oh. I can open that, but I blew up the ladder too. Another night of nowheres, guys? People creeping around corners looking at your face? Enemy? Gotta be fucking kidding me. He's so oblivious that he literally just sat there in the corner. And he didn't strafe out. The fuck? God. Huh? Eh? But it's fucking thrown on the ground. There we go. Like I was trying to throw it. I was trying to throw it on the tank, and I think while I was on the ground, it's throwing it up like in my chest. It's throwing it in my chest in the ground. Pretty sure. Might have just the animation might have been glitched too. I don't know. Wow! We just put like 15 rounds, maybe 10 rounds in that guy's face, and all I got was armor hits. The fuck is that? What the fuck? Okay. Let's try changing it up again. Let's go back to MP5. That sucks. Oh, there we go. Very good. I hate people that fucking peek you like the moment you turn around. Like it's intentional. Like they're just deciding that they're going to peek you when you literally fucking look to go the other way. Like they know. Hate knowers. Lots of knowers, guys. Knowers usually means they have a wall hack, but not all the time. Sometimes they're just in the right spot at the right time. I don't think you can split up your region for NA based on East or West Coast. You should be able to do that, and you can't. Obviously, I'd prefer Central, but East or West would be a good differentiation. No multi. Anything other than get in a vehicle and drive to a point. Nighttime missions are terrible. It's just looking for people that are cheating or... There's actually, like, if you look at the amount of people that vote, it's like 20% of the server now. 15. Oh my god, I'm squad leader. Our run speed's 1.01. Three 0.93 981 01. 4 0 4 0 5, and if you put the quick mag on, effect run speed. What did? Oh, the underbarrel affected run speed, didn't it? You know, it basically becomes a shitty assault rifle. Then the Val becomes a shitty assault rifle. Loses the one thing that possibly has going for it, which is move speed. I want to use some of the other guns. It takes forever to rank up later on. 08. He's pretty fast. I didn't know the AUM moved that fast. Some of these guns do not move as fast as they say they do. 05. Try the PP19 just feels like a better Oh, I have a PP19. I guess I have a PP19 now. Died to the guy on the left. Let's switch back from PP19 to, let's try the UMP. UMP I wasn't really a big fan of. Too stable. Means it doesn't really do much in the way of damage. Oh my god, my entire team is in vehicles, guys. Okay, going. Okay. Bye. To access. Okay. So it looks like our group's just jerking off with each other. We don't actually have people pushing points at all.
You fucking guy! And the guy was doing a grenade. Fuck you.
Dude. First. Good. Good. Off we go. There's the guy laying on the ground there. They're actually dead. Huh? My God, we got sea gas. Happen to look at me on the flank side. Cool. Lots of knowers. We had a lot of knowers in the beginning, then they cracked down on the cheating. Then there wasn't so many knowers, and now it looks like we're getting back to being more and more knowers again. Got him. Good. I'm not sure I like this more than the MP7. Or even the MP5. We got some bongs. Silencer, regardless of what we're doing. That's going to fuck up some of our stats. What do we have? 0.5 horizontal, 0.9 vertical. Lost to run speed.
Yeah, spawn me on B.
Okay. I want to go to B though. I want to go to C. I don't want to go to B. Squad points. What do you mean? We're at the objective, doing objective things. How do we not have points? Yeah. There's this guy looking over a sandbag there, guys. Good. And I guess we can do that because they're at B. So maybe we'll get some squad points because they're doing things at B, and maybe then I'll actually end up with he fucking walked out into it. Oh. Nice. Like, all you had to do was just wait.
Hey, you. Fags are in the building. Hey, you faggot. Hey, I raped your mom. Hey, I raped your mom too. Hey,
All you had to do was not peek. And he peeked anyways. I would have been SOL if I ran out of bullets, but then again, I wouldn't have really been much different than if I just ran away right away. So, it's win-win. Still don't have squad points. There are guys in this building here. Fucking nowhere. Wow.
What? This guy just drop shot me like a fucking weird.
Yeah, and you're a fucking nowhere. How'd you know I was there? Nowhere. You fuck off, dude. He had like all the advantages in the fucking world, and he got pissed off because I one-upped him. Oh. Well, that guy definitely came outside right to my position to kill me. Very weird. But you know. Here he just happened to be walking out of the building right to this outside edge over here for fun. Yeah. While I'm trying to flank. It's like, I'm gonna go check out the flank right now. What a great idea. I'm gonna go check out the flank, guys. Never know. There might be a guy right over here. Probably gonna run into him camping in here, though. No. Or someone, at least. It's in nowhere. Notice how he just fucked off after he killed me? Like, he didn't actually go up the direction that I was coming from. So he went specifically over there to kill me.
We get a rally point.
We didn't have enough resources last time. We can? Sure. Good. Dude, this guy is out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Go back to the side building. Push. Go to the side. Did someone put a fucking spawn beacon where mine was? Gotta be fucking shitting me. Yeah, they did. Take me a while to build. The stream sniper? Fuck is that? Like exactly where mine was. What the Are fucking people robots? The fuck? Like, I think they blew up mine and then put theirs down where mine was. They even did the same thing, because they're like, I don't think you can actually jump this. Like, I don't think you can jump that. So maybe it came from top to go down there? I don't know. Fucking weird. My teammate killed him. Doop. Looks like our server died. Yeah, it did. I think we're gonna leave after I die next. Server's empty. Oh. Alright, next game. There's a problem with late nights. So this isn't even a 70 server anymore. There's a problem with late night games. The server's empty and then they don't... It doesn't proactively... Oh my god, Kaden! Good evening! I didn't see that. Your blending was slain. If I tried to ACR, no. I don't like slow-moving weapons. And I was looking at the ACR, but I think that's a 101. Not really into that. I haven't tried it. I do believe very vehemently that they stealth, nerf, and buff guns all the time. I think they change the guns all the fucking time. 40? This. Yeah. Not a lot of action on Kick tonight, so I wasn't looking at chat. Good for you too. You need a better mic. Your webcam's not cutting it.
You want a break from the ad?
Yeah. I was trying to find like
A break from the ad.
I was trying to find a stream on Twitch to watch, and like they're all idle streams now. They're all fucking idle streams. Like just they have their creator skins and they're just there for like it's very difficult to find anyone. No one in them. even then, even if they aren't idle, they aren't necessarily good casters. There seems to be a dearth like talking casters. I don't know a good way to put that. Like casters that are not only interactive but also have like stuff to talk about. Not that I always have stuff to talk about, but I try to fill it with words. Got to use the words, you know. Just like someone to chill out to and just like listen to them. There's not many of those. And not that I'm against like esports people, you can sweat all you want. At least talk a little bit. At least use your words. You can be an esports caster and use your words too, you know. You're trying to play Battlebit competitively in the future, you know, whatever. Just talk a little bit, you know? Say things.
Fuck, help.
Like that guy who's begging for his life right now. It's not, like, by the way, it's not just Battlebit. Like, Overwatch is the same way. Dead by Daylight is also the same way. There's just a lot of people that mechanically focus on the game and then they don't really do anything else other than that. It's, like, usually a pretty low bar. Yeah, I mean, I don't fault you for being there, and I get why they do it, because that's a way for them to make money. As we've talked about before on my channel, guys, like, almost everyone that streams on Twitch, like, full-time is below poverty line. In order for you to be above poverty line, you need to stream...
You're coming.
You need to have 600 subs.
And you're coming with me.
Guy's mic is incredibly loud. You need to have 600 subs. Yeah, there's like 3 of them now. They just like consume all the viewers. I don't know if like maybe the viewers wouldn't even be there if there weren't drops either, but like I think it's kind of a bad. It's a bad look for your game when just there's your top streams are just no one. Is guy just following me around talking on his mic? Time to play more. It's friendly
Double
enough.
kill.
Monster kill. Ludicrous kill. Because genuinely, it's not, they aren't interesting. And there's smaller streamers, like I've taken a look at some of the smaller streamers, and a lot of them aren't really interesting to watch either. A lot of them are starting streamers, and they haven't really found their way, and just like kind of really just awkward all the time. Am I the lead? I'm not lead, am I? No. Yeah, that poverty line is 600 subs. With taxes, poverty line is 1,100 per month after taxes. So, yeah. How many streamers do you see? How many streamers do you see?
Yeah, give me a BJ Rock.
That have more than 600 subs? Like no one.
Stop it! No, I'm not. I'm not.
I think like. I think the microphone volume's still broken. Yeah. Let's try changing this and changing it back. Yeah, I mean, Kick's kind of a desert. It's not as bad as Facebook is, but Kick's kind of a desert too. Fun games too. Like I don't know why more people don't play this game. It's a lot of fun. It's like COD combined with Battlefield combined with Tarkov. I think it's the whole Roblox aspect that kind of turns people off.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Perfect. Oh my god. Yeah. There isn't really many people on Kick either, just in general. But yeah. It's like one of those games that kind of flew under the radar. Like, it was big for a bit, and then, like, the big streamers, like, saw the hype surrounding it that were on the game, and then they just played the fuck out of it. You know, like, streaming for, like, 8-hour days, or not 8-hour, like, 10-hour days, and then got bored of it because they played the game for 10 hours, 7 days a week. And now they're just like, yeah, I'm done with the game. And, of course, it also, you know... This is actually a really good gun now. Feels like the damage is higher on this. Used to be. Like I said, I think they stealth nerf and buff all the guns, and it actually feels like the ump is actually really good right now. MP7, I would say, is really good. The ump is very good. Yeah, it doesn't draw a lot of hype. I get why they do it. That's another thing, like, it's a cost-saving measure, right? I don't mind the art style. I think people are attracted to pretty graphics, though. I just killed it! Oh, look, there's another guy in the stairwell now. Holy shit, what was the guy doing by the side of the barricade? He's just, like, sitting there jerking off, watching us go at it. Oh, that's good. Nice. And we will be going, after I get my fill of this game, we will be going back to Overwatch or Dead by Daylight. So.
They touched me.
Actually leaning a little bit more to Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight has kind of like this viral following. It's not really all that engaging as far as gameplay goes. Killer is basically the most engaging part of that game. People do not like watching you do good as Killer because majority of players are survivors. They're survivor mains. Yeah, Minecraft's been out. I mean, that's like an OG game, and it kind of made the whole 8-bit art style work. People grew up on it. It's like one of those games that's not going to die, like World of Warcraft. That. Armor hits, though. Not really. Maybe. I mean, I don't play the game that much per day. So it might take a little bit to figure that out. I thought they were announcing it. I didn't know that went live yet. We'll go with maybe. I
told you, Nick, there's gonna be a lot of people.
They put those ticket machines in just so you could jump over the top.
We can't eat fresh anymore. They took the subway.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking rocket me! Okay. I don't know where this guy is. I would like to reload my gun. It feels like when I reload this gun, I'm gonna die. Okay. Love you too. Make sure you tell your mom that.
Oh, I just getting killed by my grenade. I'm with Snippy now.
Someone didn't turn off their death volume or whatever, their death audio. You could, that microphone must have been on the ground behind his computer. You could hear him screaming in the background. That's hilarious. You know, you guys can climb up on the ticket machine and get out. Yeah.
Oh my god!
There's another. I know. I saw it on Discord or Twitter's. Discord's one of the two. Maybe it's Reddit. I think that's I thought people were hypothesizing the patch is gonna be yesterday. So Friday.
Blue Eyes
this coming
Ultimate
Monday.
Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Come here. Give me a big soft kiss, big boy.
They're looking down for the top.
Here.
We don't want to get stuck down there, guys. Feels a lot better. I'm pretty sure they buffed the damage on it. Possibly my new favorite gun.
That wasn't very nice, now was it?
It was. But yeah, I don't think the update's out yet, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't think I'm going to prestige it all. I don't want to lose all my guns. I like being able to switch between guns and have options. It's this fucking... Guy go. I don't think he's dead. There's a guy following me. I think that's a Jeep. I'm gonna run away. Overwatch is kind of the same boat. I mean, Overwatch is a game that's been out for a while and had a very viral following, but it feels an awful lot like Battlebits, which is they're just, all the streamers are burned out, even though this game's new. Even though this game's new. And the player base, or the streamer base is kind of dwindling at this point. There's like no late night streamers for Overwatch. They're all the same people, and they all feel really burned out. Yeah. I mean, I've nothing wrong with that. Prestiging for skins is a good idea. Thank you, man. The actual in-game skins for the content creators actually don't look that bad. If I had my own in-game skin, guys, I would 100% make it unicorn farts and unicorn sparkle farts, and everyone would fucking want that shit. You know how you get all the young bucks? You make a totally random skin that looks like someone just vomited on it. And kids love that fucking shit. Oh, look at that. That's not what I'm trying to get away from my C4. I should have just blown it. He would have died if I blew it. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Big streamers come and go, but they also take their viewership with them when they leave, and also some of the player base. Like people that are, like, find them and decide that they actually want to watch them because they're good. I've streamed small games before. Small games don't really have room for growth. I think the sniper is still alive, wherever the fuck this guy is. Who are you talking to? To this guy? I knew he was doing the same thing. But this game, I'd say one of the things that really only kind of kept the game going was the first place was, like, streaming-wise. There's a lot of people that play this game. There's an absolute boatload of people that play this game. Like, it's not a small game. Is the big streamers. There's guys right on the other side of the barricade, guys. Yeah, they're still over here. Go feed. So when they disappear, basically, people don't think the game's good or whatever, so then they don't watch it. It was a great game. Actually, like, large-scale games in general leave a lot of room for people just to sit here and talk and jerk off. Metaphorically speaking. No peek, that shit grenaded. I thought they were going to chase me and they didn't. There's a lot of people that play passive. We'll see. I mean, I'm playing it, like, I'm streaming it right now, not necessarily because I think this game helped my game, or this game helped my streaming career. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. It's a fun game, and I really like large-scale FPSs a lot. Oh my god!
I have no ammo. Oh, got in the roof.
I think I'd be better off, much better off, streaming either Overwatch or Dead by Daylight. Funny thing is, prior to streaming this game, I was streaming Riftbreaker. And Riftbreaker was streaming that game because I enjoy it. It's one of my guilty pleasures is playing single-player games occasionally. Fun game. No one watches it. In any way, shape, or form. Absolutely no one watches it. And now I'm streaming another game that basically no one watches. There's more people watching this than Riftbreaker, though, so...
Oh my god, no, I'm not.
Good. Kind of sad. Kick doesn't have, the smaller the streaming service, the more you have to stick to the big games if you want people to see you. And Overwatch isn't even doing that hot. Nice! Isn't doing that hot on, Kick. This is why I talked about, like, maybe streaming Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight's fun. I streamed Dead by Daylight for 2 years of my life. It was enjoyable. That's back when before I had fiber. Well, actually it wasn't. I got fiber after streaming Dead by Daylight. But it's not a super engaging game. It's very, very gameplay mechanic oriented. Stars. Which means there isn't a whole lot of fast-paced action in it at all. Unless you play Nurse. Just tried to me too, mate. A fucking guy, like a guy down the other end of the road shooting me on the opposite end of the road and somehow not getting shot by my teammates that are all down there. I don't know. Okay. Okay. So he was looking at my teammate, which is who he was shooting at. And the moment I was about to come around the corner, he started shooting at me. While looking at my exact position, even though he's shooting at my teammate. Maybe just got unlucky RNG-wise? Don't think so, though. Ah, well. Alright. Just, stand in the middle of the road. Safest place to be is literally not moving. Ah. There's a guy right there. Where the fuck? Ah. I have no idea what shooting. I mean, we're gonna leave. Guy coming around the corner looking at me. He's pretty close, so. So, definitely better. Like, I don't even think we need any attachments on it. Definitely better. So, yeah. Okay. I guess we'll just, yeah, we might even be able to remove the stubby.
I get the res.
Oh, what? He blew up my C4 and it killed me.
I got mine. Oh, I got mine.
He blew up my C4 and killed me. Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, actually kind of cool, but unfortunate. Also not remotely realistic, but unfortunate. Like, in order to blow up C4, you need to have an initial explosion. Like, it needs to have, like, a big, I don't know, what's called high kinetic energy. You can't just shoot it with a round and have it. I'm pretty sure you can't shoot C4 with a round and have it explode. Not remotely realistic. Why am I getting shot from behind? Oh. Almost.
Why the fuck did you flash him?
Pretty sure you can't shoot C4 and have it explode. There's probably a Cura on that. Here, let's heal this guy. Don't worry, I'll just stand here next to the sniper. See, I'm fine. You guys thought I was gonna die? Unbelievers. Not grab the window. Yeah. We're just gonna keep running. We're gonna keep running. He just got fucking finessed, guys. Oh my god. Yeah. How do you like your 400 DPI now? Is that an enemy? Okay. Always funny running into people that have really, really low sense. Like, his arm had to be going like this on this fucking mouse pad. And into his groin and legs. Ah, there's enemies here. That guy's leggy.
Oh my god.
Dude, that guy didn't even stop to fire at him. I believe this is where you can get subway access. Do we have C? Not. See if we can find it. I don't know where it is. Supposed to be the subway station access. Friendly grenade? That's not a friendly grenade. Medkit. I don't know where it is. There's subway access there somewhere. Not me and my dead quota, guys. Okay.
Medic.
There's a bunch of guys over there. Pew 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 pew. So not too bad. Not too bad, guys. Doing pretty good. For us. Good for us. Good job, guys. Ready. Good. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful Friday night, Saturday morning, depending on where you are in the world. Tends to be, I have a later chat in my chat, European chat. Not really. This is actually time for Asia, because it's like evening in Asia right now, and it's like still really early morning in Europe. I used to stream early mornings, which is great for European time, which is actually a good time to stream. Problem is, if you live in the US and you stream during early morning hours, it fucks up your life, as it turns out, because you can't participate in like normal day-to-day interactions. Sadly. Look at me like that. Wait, you're looking at me? Default skin? Told you default skin. Look, there's another one. You guys are like everywhere. Oh my god, they're multiplying.
Alright, you need to come down.
What about coming?
What do you guys want to do? Like,
They're cloning.
Bravo? Cocaine, yes, please.
Yeah, definitely don't want to go to sea in the helicopter.
Take me wherever you want to go.
Hey, can you drop the rope? Drop the rope.
Be more assertive.
I dropped the rope when I'm ready for you guys to get out.
They can hang on the rope.
No, people were trying to get on.
You can increase the carry capacity of the helicopter with the rope.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I'll admit that.
1 star. 1 star.
No tip. Oh my. Okay. Okay. I thought we had an experienced pilot. No. Whatever the fuck that was. 1 star on Yelp. Nice. So this map is really open, which isn't necessarily a big thing. The difference is, like, you know, it sucks. The difference being is, like, multi-aisles is just all open. This one, the majority of the battles will focus around C. We can go to C and basically have gay old time here. That better in that building. I think it's 100 meters from the point. Fucker. The slugs are alive in here! The slugs are alive! They're moving!
Dead, you're dead, you're dead.
Holy shit, we just murdered them all!
Fuck you. Luckily, those are friendly claymores. Oh, he stole my kill! It looked like no one was fucking watching him. Did he fucking jump out of the vehicle to try and kill me? I think he did. Well, he's just survived a tank with both the people in the tank trying to kill me. Oh, that's funny. And he came back.
Hell.
Oh, that's friendly.
Yeah, that king shit.
Friendly tank. There's a fucking rando shooting at me. Okay. Yes.
Like a picture check.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fire. You ever been to Japan? You can get the green tea ones.
No, I've never been, so sadly I haven't had the chance. Owie.
Guys hiding by the trees somewhere. They blew up our spawn beacon. The over here, I think again, right here. I don't know, I didn't kill him. Looks like my shot didn't register on him. So this is too close to their side. It's hoping maybe an offense. We should have went back over there towards D and C instead. And multiple enemies in there. Alright. Fucking nowhere? I'm not sure what that was. That guy was sitting down there ADS looking like right at my spot. Good. Tough to throw it through the little hole, guys. Oh, dude. B. Pretty an enemy here? Maybe. We could put it in a primary building. Actually, I think it needs to be 100 meters. I don't think we can put it in a primary building. Too close. On here. Fuck is this guy? Fucking weird. Like, how the fuck did I go upstairs and then downstairs and not see anyone, like, at all? Also, what's going on with their squad? Why is everyone at all the different points except for anyone near the primary objective? Did the server die? The server died. Next game. You might go, oh, there's 80 people on your team. That's not dead. When it's supposed to be 127, that's like half full. Game needs to be more proactive with merging servers, guys. Bunch of time in there. When the server rotates maps, I don't look at the player count to see whether or not the server's dying. If it's like under 100, it usually clears out. This late at night. $90. Don't play on 90 ping, that's too far away. It might even be Europe. Get like a 95 to UK. Might have been the server we just left. Oh, there we go. Let's see. 92. Play it. You gotta be fucking shitting me. You guys anywhere close to points? This is a 127 person server. Why does it look like half of them aren't spawned? I've never really played around this point. What the fuck is going on here? Is it a friendly? What the fuck's going on there? Uni 901. He took a lot of bullets. Like, you could hear the guy running around, but we couldn't find him. Ah. Got it.
Wow. Wow.
Got it. Hey, we finally have a good push. Like, look at this. See, this is quite of a... Is there, like, a thing? It must be some phenomenon where everyone's waiting for everyone else's spawn, like what I was doing, waiting for a good spawn point. So, like, half your team isn't even deployed in the map. Ah, white truck. What? Felt like just all those bullets just went in my brain. That's weird. Good. We had a huge advantage on that guy. Where the fuck are my bullets going?
So worth it. That was
Fucking weird. Weapon was better. He did have a P90. I'm trying out the ump right now. I want to use the P90. I haven't unlocked yet. There are enemies, or allies in that building, guys. Fuck did the guy go?
Somebody out there, help me. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Christ. Okay. What? That guy was shooting me through the box. Like, he could see me through the box, and he's holding the trigger down.
One coming upstairs.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Why you guys?
Good. He's off to do unspeakable things with him. It's war, guys. It happens. Ah, that's an enemy tank. Okay. Alright. Okay. The random guy that's walked in the area to kill me. This is making a lot of sound. Okay.
Killed so many.
Bitch. I knew they're fucking sitting there. I was waiting for a guy to do that. I just died around the corner. Pretty far around the corner if you're looking at this right now. I think the medkit, so I was using that actual medkit because I'm pretty sure it doesn't make any sound. When you're using it, that guy knew I was there though. He knew I was sitting there. Shot from behind on the side. Cool. Fuck is a guy? There's a guy here. Be upstairs. Like, it feels like I'm getting fucking chased around by people that know where I am, but I can only follow them with sound. Is that this building? That is that building. enough. C4 to blow up the APC. Oh, I don't know. I didn't kill him. Good. Okay. And all of our teammates are dead, and we just got rando fuck off over here, sniping on top of a rock. Don't worry. There's rando fuck. See? There's actually a lot of really cool, like, crowd phenomena you could actually... study in games like this, maybe even for like military, just based on the way people interact with stuff around them. Maybe not military, but there's like no fear of death in video games for the most part. That moves pretty fast too. This guy chasing me? What the fuck's going on here? It did an awful lot like that drone was trying to chase me. Unsuccessfully. That's a claymore. But I could make it around it. No. Good. Alright. They just kept going. I knew the enemies were right there. That's trying to get around the side. I can see where they were and I was going around the edge. Whoop. Okay. Bye. Pump is pretty fucking good, guys. It wasn't. As I mentioned before, I'm pretty certain this game has stealth nerfs and buffs. They don't tell you until they're ready to solidify it, but it does. They do it like all the time. And the Ump never used to be this good. But I'd actually say it's probably one of the best SMGs right now in the game. It wasn't that way. That fucking... He's just literally just fucking sitting in the Jeep right there. In the parked Jeep. Ah. Think he's still gonna be here? Enemy in there. We're gonna leave.
Dude, where you?
No one gives a shit about you. Fuck off. Let's see. Probably still there. He is 100% still fucking there. Did he move? Huh? Uh-huh. I've never actually driven the tank that much. There we go. Controls aren't reversed. Uh-oh. Let's see. No. So when I reverse, it's not reversing the direction. I wonder if there's a key for that. Let's take a look. Usually like a button for everything. Maybe controls. Vehicle. Findings. That's different than like in Battlefield, where in Battlefield the keys are reversed. It's either reversed or the same when you back up. And it feels like they're reversed in this game. Very disorienting. Not seeing anything, guys. This sheer loadout. I don't want to share my loadouts. There might be something. It's some sort of option somewhere. I know exactly what I was looking for. Something was reversed, though. Boink. Added realism. Staring down at me around the side of the box. That's very weird. Hear him until I left the building either. Maybe he was in the room? Here? Starting to feel like we got some nowheres in the server. It's pretty good at the beginning. Is this the same fucking guy?
That was fairly
This
dumb.
fucking random guy just drove into me with a Jeep? This is the same fucking guy in the Jeep, guys. He's still there. He's still fucking there. No way. Hey, is a squad protecting him or something? Oh. And then we just ran into a suicide jeep, like at the same moment. Like I said, it's starting to feel like there's nowheres following me around, i.e. stream snipers, not cheating nowheres, but it might be one and the same too. As can be witnessed by our suicide jeep right there. Yeah, it was a really like, there was no way to drive, like, that wasn't a road or anything that the guy was on. He was literally going to that spot that I was in, which probably means he's possibly cheating and or stream sniping. A lot of guys in that building. 25, it doesn't feel that way.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck?
Help! Help me! Help me!
No. The nowhere? Be a squad mate, maybe? A little bit further away. Warn this guy. This is possibly a cheater and or a stream sniper. Same. Good. Same guy. Alrighty. That started getting weird, guys. The last maybe quarter of that match. This is where we'd rotate servers. Starting to get very weird. How we do? Not super amazing, not super bad either. Definitely, like, we're going on flank sides, and there's just people fucking waiting for me, or ready for me, or they go to my location, exactly to my location. Yeah. Like SEAL Team 6 shit, but pretty sure it wasn't SEAL Team 6, or maybe even 7. Good. Got this guy. Wonder what he was doing all game. Alrighty. We're going to call things here for this evening, guys. It's a good place to end. If I was going to play more games, as I mentioned, we'd rotate servers to get away from the nowheres. This is a good map, too. We get away from the nowheres, but we're going to call things here. This is fun. This is usually a short game. Maybe we'll play this. Server empties. We're going to quit. If it fills back up, we'll play. As the town is usually very short. Play. We'll play. Definitely new favorite gun, guys. I do think probably the UMP's better than any other SMG. Maybe the MP5? We don't have the P90, though. Although technically the PDW, the P90 is a PDW because it said so. P90's not a PDW in real life. BTW. Haven't tried the Evo, because that's even further along. Up, guys. Quick.
Heli, heli, heli.
Shit, they're coming up!
Shit. Holy shit.
Top of the stairs. Rest of town is pure chaos. Oh. Okay. Cool. Beautiful. A suicide vest? An impact grenade. What? Okay. So impact grenades don't one-shot, as far as I know. Like, you'd have to know that it's hurt. Alright. People. Should have grenaded. Use the vector doesn't seem very broken. No, it's a meme gun. Like, vector's good. Never said it's not good. It's not like insanely OP out of this ordinary. Like, but I think that has a lot to do with the fact that
I got you. Never mind.
Not that guy, no. Not that guy.
fucking god. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that the stealth nerfed the gun already, so it's not actually that good. Which is why I don't use it anymore, despite the fact that it's supposedly still really good.
Oh my god, the blue.
No! 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 Nice. Right. There's so many fucking people there. Like, I would have been better off. I wanted to kill that vehicle. Would have been better off just trying to kill the people there. They were oblivious. I still killed him. Like, ideal solution there was to turn around and shoot the guy behind me. But we're committed. Can I get upstairs? No, not easily.
Oh, right now we're right to do what?
Dude! You went on the AP mine! We would have been fine. He ran into the AP mine around the corner and killed me. Oh, hilarious.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Nice. Oh, that's an enemy. That was an enemy grenade. Pretty sure there's a guy still up here. Like, we didn't get a kill. He is here! I knew it! The ump also runs really fast too, if you guys are noticing this. He's very fast run speed. Very good. And he wows. And shot him again. For some reason it had a disconnect? What was that on? Something disconnected and reconnected. I think it was, Dude. Open that up. Good. Trying to reinforce this? He was there on the floor and I ran past him. No. Or you just walked in the doorway? I don't know. Oh. Yeah? That doesn't need to be there. Fixed. I believe that's an APC. It's still live. Be a knower? Might be a knower, guys. That was a pretty good flank. We had teammates in the house on the left side, though. How the fuck is that guy alive? I don't fucking know. Let me finish reloading. If for some reason it feels like when you ADS, you actually take longer to reload. I don't know if that's a thing or not. But if you're ADS while reloading, it takes longer. I didn't finish reloading. I didn't finish reloading my gun. I ADS before I finish reloading and it feels like it takes longer. I I don't know what that is. Oh. Right. Let's see. That was all just went in my brain. Yeah. Oh, this is the fucking guy from last game that had 200. We're gonna report that for namebot. That's the guy that had like 100 and 105 kills or something last game, I think. You literally just heard every single bullet from that guy going prone going into my brain. Which I was like, alright, that kind of sucks. And then I saw the username, I was like, oh, that's a report. Here's another one. Crap. Go full. There's another guy there. So is it a new thing to just sit in vehicles? Because no one blows them up? Which is kind of weird in and of itself, but... bunch of people doing the same thing. Again. What the fuck is that? It's just like a train of guys walking in the open. Brother. I think the only way you can avoid claymores is to turn around immediately. I tried to back up, and I don't think that worked at all. It did work. They take like a second to go off, and it gives you time to do something, but backpedaling is not the fastest way to run away. No idea where they must have came from F to C.
there, watch out.
Let's see. Let's go around the other side. I wonder if, like, how long you have to lay on the ground. It depends on how long you're alive. Or maybe it's the number of revives. I'm not sure which it is. Yeah. Let's heal again. Don't worry. Those are friendly. Those are friendly. And instantly dead. Possibly nowhere. Okay. I think laying down actually hurt me there. Would have been fine if I was standing. I at some point want to jump onto one of those zip lines, go up to the helicopter and throw C4 on it. Through the little hole? I think he did. Nope.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, there's another one before. Jump. Get back around. Get spot there.
All into my brain. Again, this guy's 100% cheating. Guy. Like, he just had this fucking gun set up to headshots. I wonder if this game has stat-based bending. I mean, that's like a basic fundamental of anti-cheat nowadays. So if, like, someone has, like, 100% or even, like, 95% headshots with enough kills, obviously they're just cheating. You can hear the number of dings going on there. They kill the squad push.
Oh, no.
We're in enemy territory right now. Hee hee. The fucking lucky piece of shit. Like, you can feel them, like, just chasing you around on the other side of the fence. They just feel like they're just, like, late to the party, just, like, waiting to come around the corner looking at you. Very weird feeling. Like I said, it's like chasing someone that you can't see but can see you, but all you can do is hear them. What it feels like. Ah, fast bullet. Okay. Like this random fucker that is peeking. There was nothing to look at there. He's looking at my position while I was coming through the doorway. Like that guy looked like a nowhere too. Like, he wasn't holding an angle on anyone outside. He was holding an angle on my path to him. Very weird. Mm-hmm. Tough call, guys. When you're in the middle of the road and you see someone ADSing on you, is like, do you just keep running for the doorway or do you shoot at them? If you run for the doorway, you might survive, but maybe not because the time to kill in this game is so insanely low. Or you try and kill them, but there's multiple guys, so we probably couldn't kill both of them. Or maybe we could have. Guy behind me. That's the number of people using umps now. You perform well in a game with a gun, and then multiple people start using it. We've died more to umps tonight than we have to vectors. I think we've only died like a couple times with vectors. Out of nowhere. Not the tank. No, that's not where we want to go. Let's see. Maybe we can get around the side. Both those guys are nowhere, so we're gonna report that guy for wall hack. So the difference there is, I don't know, both those guys, there was smoke there. No, I didn't see anything. We couldn't hear them, but they're both ADS to my exact location as coming through the smoke. Didn't fire on me till I came through the smoke as well. Late night games, guys. Fucking RPG and also armor hits. Fucking shit. It's not where we want to be. Alright. Oh. Not go over there. Oh! Oh, you can just pick it up again. Oh my god! Ah, to knowers. As I mentioned, we would have swapped maps last map. We would have swapped maps. And there. So I had the fire mode set to 1. Looks like they're creeping up on the position the sniper's at. We'll get around the edge. Let's go over here. Let's change our directional here. They're going to B from F, I believe. We were at B before. Yeah, there's my friendly.
My leg.
Don't want to be in there. Oh, I do. I believe that's our building. Nice. What was our building? Good. Let's change again. New scenery, new area. Go over by this guy. Pew, 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 pew. Not really a short game. I said that's a short game. It wasn't actually. Go faster. That's still like a 40-minute game? Maybe not 40. Yeah, 40-minute. 35. Actually, it is still shorter. It's pretty good. We'll take it. How'd we do, guys? 56 and 31. Not super horrible. 60-20. What the fuck were you doing? This guy didn't do nearly as well as he did the prior match. What was he doing, guys? What were they doing? Where they can see people and kill them and not get shot back. Because eventually in the grinder, guys, you just end up in a case where you just get shot by someone you can't see or you can't react to in time. An example of what would really help you out in this game is a wall hack, because then you could see the lines of people and where to go, and when you're about to be flanked, and you could avoid situations that would otherwise prove deadly. Because there's a lot of those where I just go, oh shit, and then I run into someone, right? When I'm reloading, or I'm bandaging, or I run out of bullets because there's too many people there, or you just look at someone through the smoke strangely enough and just know they're going to be there. Yeah, there's ADS on smoke. Like those two guys that were literally just creeping through there. Yep. Okay. We're going to call things here tonight, guys. Bonus game. I'm out here for this evening, though, guys. If you are new to the stream and you enjoyed the bullshit, you enjoyed the fun, you enjoyed all the cheaters and the battle bits, make sure the follow button's at the top, whatever corner on your stream. I stream every night from late night to early morning, GMT-6. So about 11 p.m. Central Standard Time to about 4 in the morning, give or take. It depends on my life, what's happening, etc., etc. I stream to all platforms, well, 3 platforms. I stream to YouTube, Facebook Gaming, as well as Kick, so you can pick your preferred platform to watch on. Can't stream to Twitch. I used to stream on Twitch. I don't anymore because Twitch does not allow that. So, alright, guys, we're going to call things here for this evening, guys. Tomorrow will be more of the Battlebits. Anyways, guys, I'm out here for this evening. Thanks for watching my stream as always, and I hope you guys have a wonderfully fantastic Friday night and Saturday morning. Have a good day, guys.